Today we're going to take a peek at a product that, to be honest, a lot of people could maybe use one or two of these in a few areas in their home that doesn't have enough light, specifically maybe some closets or something. And that is the motion sensor light. Well, this is a pack of 3 from Vont. Hey guys, welcome back to techgooch. And I was sent over a pack of these puck lights, maybe is the best way to place it. They're a motion sensor light from Vont. They can be stuck anywhere you want, mounted anywhere you want, or they are magnetic as well. So if you have a refrigerator or something nearby that you want to have a little extra light on from time to time when you're by it, you can stick this somewhere. There's a few good things about it, and there's a few bad things in my opinion about this guy. It does use 3 AAA batteries. So underneath here you can see there's 3 AAA batteries. They are not provided. But then again, going for the going right price on these guys, they're not that expensive. They're pretty cheap, to be honest about it. They put out a decent amount of light, specifically for the size they are. They are motion activated, so they do need to see motion to turn on. There is no way to turn them off or on with a switch. They are on the second you put the batteries in, and will only turn on when they see it sense motion and it's dark enough in the room. So like in here right now, they're not turning on even though it's seeing motion like crazy. Well, there's too much light in here. So they are photo activated as in addition to motion. You have to have both instances going on for them to actually work, which is great for saving battery life. Like I said, AAA batteries. I'd almost wish that they were rechargeable, but again, you'd have to pay more because of that. But you are going to go through batteries depending on where you place it. Right now, they claim 2 times more battery life than anywhere or their competitors, and that's probably because of how the sensor works and well, probably how much light it puts out. But that said, for what it is, you're probably looking at, I would say, 3 to 4 weeks, arguably, of normal use. If it's a really high traffic use, maybe less than that. Now, you can obviously get rechargeable AAA batteries and put them in here, and that's going to help out substantially for going through batteries. I don't like throwing away batteries, personally, so I try to get as many rechargeable things as possible. The nice thing about having the batteries, though, is that if the battery goes bad, well, then you can just swap out the batteries. Same thing if you were to buy rechargeable batteries. If it was an internal battery, if the battery goes bad, you throw the entire item away. So that is a bonus in that regard. Like I said, it does have this plate back here that to get to the batteries. This plate actually has the capability of being mounted and screwed in. I don't think they gave screws. No. But you can actually, there are 3 holes here, 4 screws to mount this on a surface if you didn't want to stick it or you wanted to make sure it was super secure. That said, like I said, it is magnetic as well. So there is a magnet in here that it will stick to anything magnetic. So also what they do give you though, and I have not done the adhesive mount at all personally yet, just double-sided tape. And you basically just peel off one side and stick the double-sided tape on the guy, and now you can stick it anywhere you want. Now, of course, wherever you're going to put this, you're probably going to want to make sure it's not on a surface that you don't want to mar up a little bit. If it's a painted drywall surface like this guy over here, if I put that double-sided tape and stick it to this wall, there's a good chance that I'm going to peel the paint off when I go to remove this. That's only if you remove the entire item. Once it's mounted, I can twist and remove to get to the batteries. So that's not the issue. It's just that wherever you're going to place these, just make sure you're putting them where you want them. And so if you want to test it prior to actually mounting it, that's probably just the best. Hold it in the location to see if it's giving you the light area that you want. So let me turn off the lights. Let's show you what these do, at least in amount of light they're going to put out in this area. Okay, so we're in here. Let's walk in here, and we'll kick the lights on. As you can see, motion activated, so we're able to, well, kick it on just by walking by the things. It is darker in here, so they did operate, but the amount of light we're getting is not a crazy amount of light. It's not super bright, but it's also not unusable. It actually is pretty well usable. If I really wanted to, I could sit here and easily read all these, you know, the cards and stuff they give you in the box. not a problem. The amount of light is not bad. Now, so you could stick this underneath the cabinet. You could put it in a closet. You can put it in areas. I put it in my hallway. I put it in my kitchen for a little while. I put one on the side of the refrigerator, kind of by my printer for a little while. I kind of moved them around to see how well they operated. And I've been using these for a couple weeks, actually, off and on. Not all the time. But for what they are, they're not bad. And to be honest, if you're in an area, this is a really inexpensive way to add light really quick and easy. Downside, in my opinion, is I do like being able to turn it off so it doesn't come on at all. So I do wish it did have a switch on it where I could just kill it all together. But that said, if you're putting it in a closet, not having to ever touch it is actually a selling feature. So yeah, that's how much light they put out. So I actually just kicked the lights on. They still had the motion going on. These will last 15 to 30 seconds, that motion activation. So depending on, it's not an equal science. It's not going to be 15 or 22 seconds every single time. I've timed them. 20, 25 seconds is what I've usually been getting out of them. And then it's a little bit different when it's, when the light's on, they won't motion activate. But if they motion activate and then the light comes on, it's still kind of seeing things, and it thinks that the light's actually from itself. So it doesn't pay attention to that. So as of right now, they're not going to turn off because it's still seeing motion, and the light that it sees, it's thinking that it produced. So if you're asking, why aren't those turning back off? That's why. But if I was to, let's turn one upside down. Let's turn them all upside down. If you turn them all upside down, let them kill themselves, turn them off, they won't turn back on with the lights on. So that's the beautiful thing about it. I do love the fact that they have a magnet built into them. Now that's not going to, I guess, help everybody out in every situation. Having the mounting option and having the adhesive option, I would think that most people are going to use the self-adhesive option than the actual mounting option. So you can see they're back off, and now we're good again. But yes, do they work? Yes. And to be honest, for the price, a 3-pack is like $15, but I think a 6-pack is like $22 or something. I'm going to put links at the top of the description, so if you want to take a peek at them, you can see how big they are. They're not crazy big. They're not super bright. But for what they are, they actually work pretty good. So I got to give them that. I got to give them that credit. So again, I'll put a link at the top of the description if you want to check them out. Highly recommend checking them out. So if you have these are great. To be honest, where I'm probably going to move them and actually use them is in my camper. Because these little motion lights will work perfect in that situation. Specifically, kind of in the bathroom and toilet area. They'll kick on, and I don't have to worry about turning any lights on or anything. They'll automatically handle it. So I'm going to try it in there this summer and see how it works. But thank you, Vont, for sending this over to me to check out. And absolutely, check out the links at the top of the description. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for sticking to the end. I'll catch you back here on techgooch for another future video review. See you soon.